Mr. Dickens, tell us the story, please, Charles.
Kate. A very kissing Kate.
Come to the party, Charles. We're waiting, all of us.
Send them my love, dear. Father and Willie and Henry and Charlie and Katie and Mamie. And Kate, please go. I've got to finish.
Those children were counting upon the story.
Children can't entertain themselves nowadays.
They're overtired.
Send them to bed.
They're waiting for the pudding, Charles. The Christmas pudding. It is Christmas after all, Charles. So please tell us the story.
Go away, Kate. Peace on earth. Remember God's gift to man on Christmas Day? No, that is all I wanted this year. So I pray you return to your party and your pudding and your brood and give me some peace. Scrooge. Yeah, Scrooge was better than his word. He did it all and infinitely more. And to Tiny Tim...
Charles! We're all waiting to hear your Christmas tale.
Did my good wife send you in a troop reinforcement?
Charles, I came upon my own initiative.
Then return to the party the same way, Father, and stop laying siege to me. I shall never surrender.
Charles. Children! Children!
And to Tiny Tim, who did not die, he became a second father. He was as good a friend...
You promised.
Another time.
You promised! You promised!
Another time!
I'll hold my breath till you tell it.
Good, Henry.
Breathe, or I shall crown you with the paperweight.
Come on, Henry. Hold it, Henry.
Hold
Come on, Henry.
Hold it,
Breathe! Fly away, owlets.
What shall we do until the pudding?
Play with your new toys.
You promised.
You promised! You promised!
Besides, it's your Christmas, too.
Out! Out of here, all of you. Out of here, all of you. Out! Tell us the story. The story, if I ever finish it, is already spent. It must pay for Christmas. Your new dress, Kate. The goose you devoured, Henry. The punch I swilled at dinner. Father.
Yes?
Yes. And the 20 quid that I lent you last week for the third time this month that I shall never set eyes on again.
Charles.
The story should be called The Money Carol or The Christmas Purse. We know that story well.
Charles?
These are hard times, Kate. You and I pray over the family ledger as if it were the Bible. None of you ever seem to have enough. You always need more. We always need more. Oh, kitty, catty, Katie, baby girl. That's Papa's baby girl. That's all right, my baby. Father, did you know that baby birds eat twice their weight in worms?
No.
Yes, they do. And that is precisely what this little book means to me. Worms. Money. It was calculated to inspire the hearts of its readers while it put a few coins into our coffers.
Please stop, Charles. After all, it is Christmas.
I pray you, return to your party, my dears. After all, it is Christmas, eh?
We'll go then. But remember, it's your party, too.
That's right.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Well, never mind, darlings. I'll tell you a story. I know more stories than your father ever thought of.
And so, as Tiny Tim observed, God bless us, everyone. A Christmas Carol. Oh, no. By Charles Dickens. Marley was dead to begin with. There could be no doubt. Marley. Yeah. Marley was dead to begin with. There can be no doubt whatever about that. Marley was as dead as a doornail. Mind, I don't know what there is particularly dead about a doornail. Oh, that's good, yes. That's quite good. Scrooge knew he was dead. Of course he did. How could it be otherwise? Scrooge and Marley had been partners for I don't know how many years. Scrooge was his sole executor, his sole administrator, his sole assign, his sole heir, his sole friend, and his sole mourner. And even Scrooge was not so dreadfully cut up by the sad event of Marley's death. Oh, but he was a tight-fisted hand at the grindstone, Scrooge. A squeezing, wrenching, grasping, covetous old sinner, hard and sharp as flint, from which no steel had ever struck out generous fire. Secret and self-contained, and solitary as an oyster. To edge his way along the crowded paths of life, warning all human sympathy to keep its distance, was the very thing that he liked best. Once upon a time, in all good days of the year, on Christmas Eve, old Scrooge was busy in his counting house. It was cold, bleak, biting weather, foggy withal. He could hear the people in the streets go wheezing up and down. He was waiting for his clerk, Bob Cratchit. The city clocks were striking 9.
£5. Yes, Mr. Cratchit.
Merry Christmas, Uncle. God save you.
Oh.
Merry Christmas, Cratchit. Merry Christmas, Uncle. God save you.
Humbug.
What? Christmas a humbug? You can't mean Christmas is a humbug, I'm sure.
I mean it. Well, I do. Look at you. What right have you to be merry? You're poor enough.
Aha! What right have you to be dismal? You're rich enough. Oh, dear.
Oh, stop that. I said stop it.
Don't be cross, Uncle.
Don't be cross, Uncle. Well, what else can I be? I live in a world of fools such as this. Put it back. Go on, put it back. Merry Christmas, Uncle. Out upon Merry Christmas. What's Christmas time to you but a time for paying bills without any money? Yeah. Time for finding yourself a year older, not an hour richer. But if I had my way, every idiot who goes about with Merry Christmas on his lips would be boiled in his own pudding and buried with a stake of holly in his heart.
Uncle.
Nephew, keep Christmas in your own way. Let me keep it in mine.
But you don't keep it.
Well, let me leave it alone then. Much good may it do you. Much good it's ever done you.
Good?
Yeah.
I've always thought of Christmas as a good time. A warm, pleasant, charitable time.
Yes.
And though it's never put a scrap of gold in my pocket, I believe it has done me good. And I say, I sing, I shout, God bless it. Amen.
Another sound from you, Cratchit. You can celebrate your Christmas without employment. And you're quite a powerful speaker, sir. I wonder you don't go into Parliament.
Uncle, come dine with us tomorrow. You've never met my wife.
Nephew, why did you marry?
Why?
Yes, why?
Because I fell in love, of course.
Because you fell in love, of course. Well, what's love got to do with it?
With what?
Anything. Getting on in the world of business, with making money.
Nothing. But come to dinner anyway.
Good afternoon.
Can't we be friends?
Good afternoon.
I'm sorry to find you so resolute against me. I came here in honor of the day, however, and I shall keep my Christmas humor till the end.
Yes.
Merry Christmas, Uncle.
Good afternoon, sir.
And a very happy New Year. Why, thank you for the lovely paperweight, Uncle. I shall treasure it. A Merry Christmas to you and your family, Cratchit.
And a Happy New Year to you, sir. There's another one. My clerk, 15 shillings a week and 5 mouths to feed. 6? Well, it's worse, isn't it? Talking about Merry Christmas, you're enough to drive a sane man mad. Look, that scoundrel nephew, he's made off with my paperweight. We'll bill him for it. Serve him right.
Two gentlemen, sir.
Yes.
Scrooge and Marley's, I believe.
Correct.
Have I the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley?
Addressing Mr. Marley would be no pleasure. He's been dead for 7 years.
Oh.
He died 7 years ago this very night.
Oh, well, dead. We have no doubt that his generosity has survived in his partner.
Huh? Why?
Mr. Scrooge, Mr. Marley, at this festive time of year, it is with urgency that we provide for the poor and destitute.
Are there no prisons?
I beg your pardon?
Are there no prisons?
Prison?
There are plenty of prisons.
Yes, the figures, right here.
The workhouses, they still exist?
I wish I could say they did not.
And the treadmill.
Treadmill? Yes, treadmill.
Yes. Gratified, the treadmill is still with us. Splendid old institution.
We are raising a fund to buy the poor some food and means of warmth, Mr. Marley.
Mr. Scrooge.
It doesn't matter.
Christmas is a time of year when want is felt keenly and abundance rejoices, Mr. Scrooge. What shall we put you down for, Mr. Marley?
Nothing.
You wish to remain anonymous.
I wish to be left alone.
Thank you, very generous. Thank you, Mr. Marley.
I do not make myself merry at Christmas time, and I cannot afford the luxury of making idle people merry. Let them lodge in the prison, in the workhouses, on the treadmills.
Some men would rather die than go there.
Well, if they would rather die, then they'd best do it and decrease the surplus population. Besides, that's none of my business. And since mine occupies me profitably enough, gentlemen.
Merry Christmas.
Vultures. Well, they want to feed on me. You'll want all day tomorrow, I suppose.
If quite convenient, sir.
No, it's not convenient. A day's wages for no work is not convenient. Having my pocket picked every 25th of December is not convenient, is it?
No, sir.
No, sir. Take the whole day if you must, but be here all the earlier the next morning.
Oh, thank you, sir. And a merry... Good evening, sir.
Cratchit, you're a humbug. Christmas is a humbug.
left his counting house and took his dinner in his usual melancholy tavern, beguiling his time with his banker's book. He walked homeward, bending into the icy wind. He passed among the chestnut peddlers huddling over tiny fires, greengrocers selling snow-crowned holly, Christmas shoppers with baskets full to bursting, and in every snowy street, the carolers.
The King Wenceslas looked out on the feast of even, when the snow lay round about, deep and crisp and even. Brightly shone the moon that night, though the frost was cruel, when a poor man came in sight, gathering winter fuel.
Bravo! Splendid! Lovely, my dear, lovely.
Vultures! Now get out, you little brats!
It was dark now. So dark that Scrooge had to grope his way home with his umbrella. The streets were glazed with ice, and it was a piercing, searching, biting cold.
God rest ye merry gentlemen.
Get him away, you leech! Parasite!
At last he reached his street. But the fog and the frost so hung about the black old gateway to the house that it seemed as if the genius of the weather sat in mournful meditation on the threshold. Now it is a fact, there was nothing particular about the knocker on the door, except that it was very large. A fact that Scrooge had seen it day and night during his entire residency in that place. Then let any man explain to me, if he can, how it happened that Scrooge saw in the knocker not a knocker, but
Marley's face. Everything in its place. Marley's face. Must have been something I ate. Huh? No. Is it? Huh? Who's there? To have a decent night's sleep? Well, now that you've barged in, what do you want?
Much.
Well, you won't get much from me. Who are you?
Ask me who I was.
Mighty demanding for an intruder. All right, who were you then?
In life, I was your partner. Jacob Marley.
Jacob? Jacob Marley? Is it you, Jacob? No. All right. All right, you don't look at all well. Have a seat.
You don't believe in me.
No, I
You
don't.
doubt your senses. You always took pride in being a sensible man, I recall.
Well, little things affect my senses. Makes them cheat. You're nothing but a an undigested bit of beef, blot of mustard, piece of cheese, and a fragment of underdone potato. But here I'm being inhospitable. Sit down. Sit. Let me tell you about our thriving business. I see you haven't come to discuss business. Now, tell me, dreadful apparition, what brings you here?
Worldly man, do you believe in me?
Yes, I do. All right, I must. I can no longer doubt my senses, but Jacob, it's way past my bedtime. If I'm to get any rest at all tonight, you must state your business.
Business, always business. Ebenezer Scrooge, it is required of every man that his soul walk among his fellow men. If his soul goes not forth in life, it is condemned to do so after death. To wander through the world witnessing what it might have shared and turned to happiness. I have wandered. On the wings of the wind I have wandered.
Jacob, why are you fettered?
I wear the chain I forged in life. I made it, link by link and yard by yard. Does the pattern seem strange to you? You have your own chain, Ebenezer. Yours was as heavy as mine on the day I died, and you have labored on yours these 7 years since. So yours will be colder, heavier.
Jacob, speak comfort to me.
Comfort is conveyed by other ministers to other, better kind of men than you. Oh, little time is left me here. I cannot rest. I cannot linger anywhere. In life, my spirit never roved beyond the narrow confines of our money-changing hole. Now, weary journeys lie before me.
Jacob, don't wail. You were always such a good man of business.
Business! Mankind was my business. The common welfare was my business. Charity, forbearance, and mercy were all my business. But I did not heed them. Ebenezer, hear me. My time is almost gone.
I will, Jacob, but please don't be hard on me.
I'm here that you might have a chance of escaping my fate. A chance I have procured for you.
Thank you, Jacob. You were always a good friend.
You will be haunted by 3 spirits.
Haunted? No.
Without their visage, you cannot hope to shun the path I now tread. Expect the first tomorrow, as the bell tolls 12. The second,
but wouldn't I take them all
at
once?
On the next night at 12. The third on the third night, at the last stroke of 12. And Ebenezer, look to see me no more.
Jacob. But it was past 2 when I went to bed. It isn't possible I've slept through a whole day and far into another night. It's impossible something's happened to the sun and it's 12 noon. Humbug. Are you, sir, the spirit whose coming was foretold to me?
I am.
Well, who and what are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Long past?
No, your past. I am your courier, your bellwether, your timekeeper, your diary, your transport, your memory, your history, your gadfly.
Well, what pray brings you here?
Why, your welfare, your happiness, your education, your reclamation, your salvation.
This salvation, how much will it cost me?
Take heed. Beware. Watch out. Look sharp. Quickly now.
But where?
Come, walk with me.
But
quickly.
I'm in my slippers. I've got my nightshirt on. Spirit.
Yes?
Spirit, I am mortal and liable to fall.
Ooh! Bear but a touch of my hand there on your heart, and you shall be upheld.
Is that so?
Take my hand.
Scrooge took the spirit's hand and they traveled. The city had vanished entirely. They stood upon an open country road near a schoolyard. How they got there, Scrooge had no more idea than you do. He only knew that it was quite correct, that everything had happened exactly so. And there he was, alone, with all of the other boys leaving for home.
Wait, it's the schoolyard. That little boy.
Yes, Ebenezer, it's you.
Oh, no.
No. He cannot see you. These are but shadows of things that have been and have no consciousness of us.
The holly and the ivy, when they are both full grown, of all the trees that are in the wood, the holly wears the crown. Fan! I sneaked away and took a coach all the way here. The driver let me ride free, but I can only stay a minute. Fan?
Do you see her, Spirit? It's my little sister, Fan.
I've brought you a present. I've been saving the money. What is it, Fan? It's a paperweight. You put it on the top of your papers.
My paperweight?
A paperweight! Oh, thank you, Fan. I must go now. But, Fan, sit down the way you were. A Merry Christmas, Ebenezer. Perhaps next year we can really be together.
That's all right, Fan. I don't mind being alone. Fan?
Fan?
Of all the trees that are in the wood, the holly wears the crown.
She was always a delicate creature, was Fan.
Yes, but with a heart so loving.
Oh, yes.
She died a married woman, did she not?
Yes.
And had, as I recall, children.
One child.
True, your nephew. Fred, is it not?
Ah, that soppy, sentimental, lovesick fool. Spirit, I've seen enough.
Enough? You don't know the meaning of that word. Come.
They left the schoolyard and were now in the busy thoroughfares of the city.
Here, too, it is Christmas time, Ebenezer.
Christmas Eve, a party in progress, and one of the guests, the young Ebenezer Scrooge.
Oh, no. You recall this girl?
Oh, dear.
I'm sorry, it's nothing.
Mind you, your sleeve, it's wet. Here, let me wipe it.
No, it's perfectly dry. I'm sorry.
You weren't expecting anyone to wander in?
No. I'm sorry. I just came out here to...
To what?
It doesn't matter.
are you hiding, young man?
Me? Well, just look at me. My boots are brown and clumsy, not black and elegant.
Oh, dear.
And my cuffs are frayed.
Shocking. No wonder you aren't supping in there with the others. Aren't you hungry?
Starving. But I was afraid I'd do something stupid. Drink from my saucer.
Or butter your cravat.
Yes.
Isn't my dress, I mean, am I?
No, you're a princess in a fairy tale. I've never seen anything as perfect as you. You're...
Cinderella.
Yes. And at midnight, does your gown turn to rags?
Close enough. I borrowed this from my employer. I'm a governess. Tomorrow I shall be quite myself again, dressed in plain brown wool. But there's no glass slipper.
Oh, it doesn't matter about the glass slipper. You would be quite splendid in brown wool.
Or brown boots.
Yes. What's your name?
Cinderella.
No, tell me, really.
My name is Belle.
Belle. Trey Belle.
You have a nice smile.
Me? Smile?
But you haven't told me your name.
It's... Ebenezer. My name is Ebenezer Scrooge. Tell me, Belle, have you a father?
Everyone has a father. Why?
Because tomorrow morning I begin new employment. Apprentice clerk to Mr. Fezziwig. And tomorrow night I shall go to your father and ask for your hand. And when we're married, we'll be so rich.
So happy.
That you'll have a gown for every day of the week.
Love.
Love, indeed. Romance, hope, hearts beating, lips touching. A healthy percentage of mortals' time is spent on love. Now, you're a man who respects figures. Why do you suppose they do it?
Why? Because the fools, that's why. Useless commodity, love. Produces nothing but excess children and pain. Love's a humbug.
Hey, indeed.
The spirit gave Scrooge a wise little nod and pulled him forward through his past. They traveled through 2 years to another Christmas Eve. The stars were particularly bright in the sky that night, and the laughter, unable to keep within the confines of the houses, crept beneath the door jambs and echoed into the streets. And about everything, there hung an air of expectation.
Oh, you know this place?
Know it? Why, it's old Fezziwig's. I was apprenticed here.
Why, Ebenezer, you're smiling.
Smiling? Well, old Fezziwig was the finest master a lad could have. Oh, many is the time when he...
What is the matter?
Nothing.
Something, I think.
Well, I should like to be able to say a word or two to my clerk just now, that's all.
7 o'clock. Hurry, Dick. Mr. Fezziwig will be along any minute.
Why, it's Dick Wilkins. Bless me. He was very much attached to me, was Dick.
Where's the hammer, Ebenezer?
What for?
To hang the mistletoe.
I'll do that myself. Tonight, everything must be perfect, like clockwork. It must all be absolutely perfect.
Ebenezer, it's only a party.
But perfection may be achieved for the same price.
I wonder who'll be here.
Everyone.
Everyone? Even Belle?
Of course, Belle, you fool. Tonight, I plan to set the date for our wedding.
Congratulations. By the way, have you mentioned it to the bride?
No, it's a surprise. Why?
I just wondered. They're coming!
Give me the broom.
children. Why, tonight we'll do it. We'll make merry and dance away the night. It will be a thorough celebration, yes.
Mr. F has such a way with words.
Oh, Mrs. Fezziwig, my old dear. And my daughters. Where are my daughters?
Don't they look a treat, Mr. F?
Oh, visions. Visions. Oh, what's that heady aroma I catch in my nostrils? What gastronomic pleasures for the particular palate.
Wait, what's the
Well, I think we'll just find a little...
Oh, mustn't touch. I've stuffed it well with oysters and walnuts.
You didn't?
Onions and sage.
Oh, my favorite.
Crumpet and bread.
Oh, that's enough. The feast. Let's eat. Go along.
Mr. F?
What, Mrs. F?
Tonight, Mr. F, I hope our girls will find...
What? What? Oh, romance! Girls, your mum wishes you to look sharp tonight and find an eligible suitor each. Oh, where is Miss Bell tonight?
Late, sir.
Oh, don't fret, Ebenezer. I'm sure she'll be along any minute.
She's careless of time. I'll have to speak to her about that.
But not on Christmas Eve. On Christmas Eve, time takes a holiday and dances in the streets. Which reminds me, where's the music? We must dance.
Music taken care of.
Well, choose your partners, to your corners, ready, and away you go. Everyone, leave them alone. Come. Oh, yes, my dear.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Of course. Come, Dick.
It's fine. Go. Belle, how could you be late? Well, but Cinderella came late to the ball.
Ebenezer, I hesitated about...
No matter, you're forgiven.
No, I hesitated about coming at all.
You needn't keep apologizing,
Ebenezer,
my
I
dear.
must talk to you.
Your
Cannot
fingers
wait.
are cold.
Ebenezer.
Listen, I've a surprise.
Ebenezer.
A Christmas present. My dear Belle, I've been promoted. My star is rising in the business world, and the time has come to invest in our future. All the signs are now auspicious for our wedding. Our wedding.
I see.
Will you, Belle? Will you make that contract with me?
You feel it will be profitable for both of us?
Exactly.
That we will accrue substantial returns from our marriage?
Belle?
But do you love me, Ebenezer?
That's what we're talking about.
Is it?
Of course I love you.
I wonder. There are risks in any business, Ebenezer. Things change. You're not the man you were 2 years ago.
2 years ago, I was a boy.
You laughed then. At least you were learning to laugh. I was your teacher. Now there's a kind of chill in your smile. The teacher's failed.
You speak like a fool.
I released you from your contract, Ebenezer.
No, I don't ask for release.
I cannot view marriage as a business, which makes it a poor bargain for both of us. I release you with a heart full of love for the man that you might have become.
Might have become? A poor man, threadbare and hungry. Is that what you want?
I fell in love with a poor man. Goodbye, Ebenezer. May you have joy and profit in the life you've chosen.
I shall. I shall.
No. No! Don't let her go! Don't let her go, you damn young fool! Go after her! Spirit, why do you delight to torture me so?
Oh, come. Observe. Study. Learn. Join the party.
A rustling along the leaves so green. Here we come, a wandering so fair to be seen. Now enjoy both to you, and to you your also too. And God bless you and send you a happy new year. And God send you a happy new year.
The comfort, the cheer of Christmas. Ladies and gentlemen, No, let me call you all my friends, my dear, warm friends. Oh, if the ladies will allow that liberty. No gold as dear as friends. No treasure as rich as love. And so, my dears, let's drink to the day. God bless it! Oh, thank you, Albert. Thank you.
Mr. F. always makes such a lovely toast.
Thank you. What? Yes. Oh, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, my very dear friends, I have an announcement to make, a very important announcement. My daughters, the Mrs. Fezziwig. Oh, come. Oh, my dear Clovia. And my adorable Saffronella.
Mr. F. is such a sentimentalist. Yes, both our girls are going to be married. Our Clovia is betrothed to Dick Wilkins. And dear Saffronella is promised to Mr. Albert Hall. Albert? Oh, Albert!
Find the lad, my dear. Find him.
Oh, Albert! Come out of there!
Oh, come on, buck up, Albert. Just a man wants to get used to it.
Good work, girls! Such a triumph for Mr. F. Pull yourself together.
What? Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Well, then, let's drink to the daughters. Oh, and we must drink to Belle and Ebenezer, too. Oh, well, where is Miss Belle? Come on, Ebenezer, drink anyway.
Yes, Ebenezer, you must celebrate with us. Rejoice in our various engagements.
Yes. Well, come on, Ebenezer, smile. Come on, my lad, it's Christmas Eve. Humbug! Humbug? Well, as I was saying, yes. Oh, yes, we've been too long without music, to dance, to fly, red in the face, out of breath. Yes. Music, stroke your fiddle for Christmas' sake. You damned young fool. Spirit, take me home. Humbug.
There he lies. Ebenezer Scrooge. No need to tell him that the bell will soon strike 12 again.
Humbug.
Ebenezer Scrooge.
Good grief, my nerves are a wreck.
Come forward. Come and know me better.
Who are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas present. Look upon me, little man. Oh, you've never seen the likes of me before. Speak up. Don't quake. I shan't damage you. Have an apple.
No, but I can't take you all in. You're big for a spirit.
So, you're an expert on spirits, eh?
No, I'm not an expert.
Funny little fellow traveler. Have a pear.
No, I don't eat it.
Well, are you ready to go?
Have I a choice? Think I did. Well, it's likely I'll catch my death tempting Providence in my slippers. Lumbago. Pneumonia. Guitar. What's the use, spirit? Conduct me where you will. What is in that torch?
Flavor? Warmth. Spirit. I add zest to their feet so their walk becomes a dance. I sprinkle savor in their nostrils. Deliciousness pours from my torch and lights on every table. The poor ones most of all. Well, who are they? The family of your 15-shilling clock. Look, there's Mrs. Cratchit in a threadbare gown made brave by ribbons. Ribbons make a good show for sixpence, Scrooge. That's Belinda laying the table, and Peter on the bench.
You know them well.
I often drop in here.
Potatoes are done, Mother.
Oh, they can't be done. Your father's not home yet. Nor Tim. How can the potatoes be done when they're not here? Nor Martha. Oh, she wasn't this late last Christmas.
Martha's coming. She's coming down the road this minute. Martha!
Oh, bless your heart. How late you are. Oh, and your hands like ice.
I got away as soon as I could.
That's all right.
We had to work late last night. Why, Peter, you're as tall as me. And we had to clear away this morning. Oh, Belinda.
Well, so long as you're here. Come. Sit by the fire, girl, and have a good warm.
Don't they feed you in that place?
Father's coming. He and Tim are coming. Hide, Martha, quick. We'll surprise him. Behind the table.
Quick.
One squeak from you, Mouse, and I'll chop your head off.
Yes.
Merry Christmas. Still the prettiest girl in Camden Town, I declare. Merry Christmas, children.
Merry Christmas, Father.
Where's Martha? Mrs. Cratchit, where's our girl?
Not coming.
Not coming? Not coming for Christmas?
Martha.
Oh, no. Father, I'm sorry, but I can't bear teasing him. Father. Father?
Martha! Martha! Oh, my clever family played a trick on me, eh? Oh, that's better, eh, Mrs. Cratchit? I do believe I am what is called a family man.
They're mauling him. Stop it! Stop it! You have no strength left for work tomorrow.
Children, what do I smell? It seems good spirits have been at work here, eh?
It's the pudding. It's steamy in the copper. Come into the wash house, Tim, and have a look. Come on, Belinda. Hurry up, you slowpoke.
Ah, Martha.
Oh, that's it, Mr. Cratchit. Have a good stretch out. Oh, look at the two of you, the idle rich. Well, you shall be idle for a day. That'll be my Christmas pleasure. But as for rich...
We're rich. On 15 shillings a week?
We're rich.
How did little Tim behave at church today?
Good as gold. No, better. But he sits alone too much. He broods about things. Coming home, he told me he loves to ride on my shoulder. He's a little nearer heaven, he says. But he's getting stronger every day. Doesn't he seem better, Martha, since you were home last? Yes, I truly think he'll grow up hearty and strong.
It'll be gorgeous.
The pudding will be lovely.
She tried to pee.
I did not.
Did too.
Did not.
Did too.
Spirit, that little boy.
Tim.
Oh, Bob, no.
That's it. Come on. Attaboy. Attaboy. Oh, that's very good.
Tim.
Martha, tell us about the milliner's shop.
Oh, yes. Well, it's feathers and ribbons and bows and straw, hats and more hats, 14 hours a day.
Cor, that must go to your head.
Incorrigible.
Go to your head.
But, oh, the fine customers in furs. I saw a countess.
Really?
And a lord day before yesterday. The lord was about the size of our Peter here. Most of them, they can never decide what they want.
We never have that trouble, have we?
Do I want the gray velvet with red cherries for 3 guineas? Or the blue straw with ribbons to match for 4?
Such a crisis, my dear. You simply mustn't be subjected to the stress. We'll have them both.
Oh, Peter, you are a goose.
Good heavens, the goose. Oh, Peter, run to the baker's and fetch our goose. Belinda, you mash the potatoes. I'll tend to the gravy. Jim, next to Dad. Martha. Good heavens, I'm all aflutter. Oh. Oh, children, look at your father. He's beaming like the man in the moon. He's got what he wants.
The goose?
No, all of us together.
I am a rich man.
You keep saying that. Not on 15 bob a week, you're not.
Look, everyone. Our goose is cooked.
Goose is cooked. Such
Remarkable, lad.
It smells wonderful.
I can hardly wait.
Juicy, too.
Yummy, yummy.
Why, that goose is a humbug.
Remarkably cheap for the size of it. It's a very generous size.
Oh, yes, indeed, children. It's such a minute bird for so many people.
Mrs. Cratchit felt herself lucky to get it at a price she could afford.
Children?
There never was such a goose. It elicited universal admiration. And eked out with applesauce and mashed potatoes, it provided a sufficient dinner for the whole family. For once, everyone had enough. Wonderful word. Enough. And the youngest Cratchits in particular were steeped with sage and onion to the eyebrows. But now, the moment of crisis is at hand.
I'm so nervous. So nervous. I can't bear to watch it come out.
There, my dear. Children, the pudding always puts your mother into a fine state.
Now, don't tease me, Bob. Oh, suppose it shouldn't have steamed through and through.
Oh.
Oh, suppose it should break when I turn it out. Oh, what if someone climbed over the wall and stole it while we were busy with the goose?
Face the catastrophe, my dear. Belinda will accompany you. Belinda, have the smelling salts handy.
Oh, go on with you.
Oh, it happens every Christmas, eh? Oh, my dear, dear Emily. Such a day. Such a day. Smells like washing day at a pastry cook's establishment. Something profound is coming, children. Children, salute the pudding. Salute your mother.
Oh.
You see, my dear, it's really quite perfect.
Well, I had my doubts about the quantity of flour.
Such a small pudding for so large a family.
Hush. You don't want to miss the toast.
I'll give you Mr. Scrooge. To Mr. Scrooge, the founder of the feast.
Founder of the feast, indeed. If I had him here, I'd give him a piece of my mind to feast on.
Mrs. Cratchit, it's Christmas.
I shall drink his health for your sake. To Mr. Scrooge, the founder of the feast.
To Mr. Scrooge.
And to us, a Merry Christmas. God bless us.
God bless us. God bless us, everyone.
Spirit, did you see that at the end? With the lad? That little boy, Tim. He will live, won't he? Well, tell me.
A vacant chair? A crutch without an owner? Perhaps. Perhaps. If Tim be like to die, he had better do it quickly and decrease the surplus population. Man, if man you be, at heart, forbear your wickedness. You must discover what the surplus population is and where. You would determine what men shall live and what men shall die. It may be in the sight of heaven that you are more worthless than millions, more worthless than that poor man's crippled child. Decrease the surplus population. Oh, God, to hear the insect on the leaf pronouncing on the too much life among his hungry brothers in the dust.
They hadn't enough to eat.
Today they had. Enough is a wonderful word, a remarkable word. It means something different to each man.
Why, it's my nephew. Well, what am I doing here of all places?
I don't believe
Really?
He did. He said Christmas was a humbug, and meant it.
Oh, the more shame for him, Fred.
Well, he's not exactly sweet-tempered, but he's a comical old fellow. I've heard he's very rich.
Well, you can't prove it by any largesse that Fred has received.
Oh, but he has given me a gift. This old paperweight. Nothing rare about it, yet for some reason I quite treasure it. He shied it at me. No. Well, he did. Really? Yesterday in his office.
Oh, I have no patience with him.
His offense carries its own punishment, my love. He doesn't seek out my company. In spite of this bountiful gift, he refused my invitation to dinner, which meant poor Topper here had to eat Uncle Scrooge's share as well as his own.
Yes, well, his absence itself is a kind of gift.
But Uncle Scrooge has missed something far more important than a Christmas feast.
Now, what could possibly be more important than that excellent dinner? A dinner faultlessly wrought by the dainty hands of Mrs. Fred and her two lovely sisters.
Here, here. Better than the feast, my wife herself. Uncle has lost much by not knowing her. She is so altogether satisfactory.
Fred, you'll never make her poets.
She is. You are highly satisfactory to me. Well, what do you say to that, Topper?
You're a lucky man, Fred. You know, a bachelor is nothing but a wretched outcast of society, eh? Dependent upon others for scraps of affection and crumbs of comfort.
Spare us your poetry. It turns your misery into our misery. I wish some kind young woman would take pity on you. But as there are no volunteers, we must cheer you up somehow.
Desolation.
Oh, come, desolation. Your tears will mildew our carpets. Let's play a game.
Yes.
And
where? Yes and no.
Yes and no. You start us, Fred.
I've got one. Is it animal or vegetable? Yes. And no.
Oh, you silly.
Is it animal? Yes.
A living animal.
Yes.
A friendly animal.
Well, not exactly. Not at all.
Ah, a savage beast.
Ah, yes. Native habitat. Is its native habitat Europe?
No! What about Africa?
The Western Hemisphere.
No.
Asia?
No.
Africa, Africa.
Perhaps Africa.
Not Africa.
Well, then it must be England.
Ah, England indeed. England is the habitat of many strange beasts. Is the animal
A wild boar?
No.
A bull.
Never.
A bear.
Sorry.
It's a lion. A lion in the zoo. A jackal.
No.
I know. I think I know.
Yes. Well.
Your Uncle Scrooge.
Yes.
Oh, no. Wait, I protest. I protest. When I asked if it was a bear, you ought to have answered yes.
Ah, babe. He's given us enough merriment tonight. We'd be ungrateful not to drink to his health. We'll take a glass of mulled wine. Oh, no, dear, you needn't move. We shall serve you tonight. Uncle Scrooge.
Uncle
Scrooge.
Oh, dear me, you shouldn't. I don't deserve it.
A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year wherever you may be.
Well, thank you, nephew. And may you have the same.
May we all have the same.
Spirit, must we go? Must we? Why, it's such a grand party. I want to stay. He knows how to give a party, does Fred.
But the ghost did not give him time to linger. The party disappeared. Scrooge and the ghost continued on their journey. Much they saw, far they went. Scrooge watched the ghost of Christmas presents as he ministered to the surplus population. It was a long night, and though Scrooge did not grow tired, Spirit seemed himself to weary.
You look quite worn. Are spirits' lives so short?
My time upon this globe is brief.
It ends tonight.
Tonight?
At midnight. The time draws near.
Spirit. Spirit, there is something strange and horrible. A claw or a foot beneath your robe.
It is a kind of claw. Huh? Look, Ebenezer. Oh. Look here.
No. Look here. Are these your children?
They are man's. They cling to me, appealing from their fathers. This boy is ignorance. The girl is want. Beware them both and all their kind. But most of all, beware the boy. For on his brow I see written doom unless that writing be erased. These are our discarded fruit.
Have they no help? No refuge?
No prisons. No workhouses. What? No treadmills.
The clock struck 12. Scrooge cowered in his bedchamber. The last stroke ceased to vibrate. The phantom appeared. Its mysterious presence filled Scrooge with a solemn dread. Its very blackness seemed a part of the night, and Scrooge could sense the gaze of its invisible eyes. Scrooge turned in his bed.
Am I in the presence of the ghost of Christmas yet to come? Ghost of the future. I fear you more than any specter I have seen. But since I know your purpose is to do me good, I will go with you, and I do it with a grateful heart. Will you not speak to me?
Well, well, well. Do you know anything about it?
No, only that he's dead.
When did he die?
Last night, I believe.
I thought he'd never die.
Neither did he, I'll be bound.
By the by, what's he done with his money?
Well, he hasn't left it to me, that I can tell you.
No one's planning to attend the funeral. Perhaps we should volunteer.
I don't mind, if a lunch is provided.
My, listen to the eager throngs queuing up for the funeral.
Gentlemen, you know, I was one of his closer friends.
Really?
Yes. He said hello to me once in the street.
What do they mean? Can't be old Jacob Marley. He died 7 years ago. Who's dead? Tell me, ghost of the future, who's dead? Oh, no.
And he called unto him a little child, and set him in the midst of them, and said, Verily I say unto you, except ye become as little children, ye shall no wise enter into the kingdom of heaven.
It's the color of the cloth. It's hard to see and it hurts my eyes. There. All better.
I've just been to the place where Tim will rest. I wish you could have seen it. It would have done your heart good to see how lovely a place it is. But I'll take you. We'll walk there every Sunday. Children, however we part from each other in this world, we must remember Tim. I'm so afraid we might forget him.
No, Father. Never.
Are these the shadows of things that will be, or merely shadows of things that might be? Answer me, Prince of Death! For I know you now, and you're he. Death is the subject of your lesson, and death I must learn. No. No, I cannot look on that face. Yet, if this man were to rise up now, oh, what would be his first thoughts? Avarice, hard dealing, that same business that has consumed my life. Oh, what a rich end, truly. No, Spirit. I do not know this man. He lies alone. He goes to the future. Surely there must be some kindness, some mercy, even in your dark realm. Show me some mercy, Prince of Death. Spirit, before I draw near this stone, please hear me. I am not the man I was. Why show me these things if I'm past all hope? Am I the man that lay within this coffin? Spirit, please, please, assure me that I yet may change these shadows you have shown me. Spirit, I will honor Christmas in my heart and keep it all the year. The spirits of the past, the present, and the future will strive within me. I will not shut out these lessons I have learned. No, Spirit, please, I cannot look on this stone. Spirit, please, assure me I yet may change the writing on this stone, and I will honor Christmas in my heart and keep it in my bed, in my blanket, my bed curtains. I'm alive. I'm alive. I have time. Time is mine to make amends with. And I will live in the past, in the present, in the future. Oh, Jacob! Jacob! Jacob Marley! I'm on my knees to you, Jacob. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Jacob, I'll amaze you. Jacob Marley, I'll amaze you. I will, you'll see. My life will be a celebration. Oh, I must get started. I can't waste any more time. Oh, what are my shoes? What are my clothes? I can't find anything. Time. Time. Oh, I must be on my way. Oh, little girl, what day is this?
Christmas is Christmas!
It's Christmas Day! Oh, I haven't missed it. Oh, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Oh, my dear. Merry Christmas to you, my good sir. Oh. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you all. Oh, Christmas Day. I haven't missed it. The spirits have done it all in one night. Well, they can do that. Of course I can. Spirits can do anything they like. Oh, glorious. Glorious Christmas! My boy. Do you know the poulterer out of the next street at the corner?
I should hope so.
Well, I should hope so. Oh, intelligent boy. Remarkable boy. Do you know if that prize turkey is still in the window?
What, sir? You mean the one as big as me?
One as big as me. Delightful lad. Yes, my buck. The biggest one.
It's hanging there right now.
Well, go and have him deliver it to me.
But you can't be serious, sir.
Oh, yes, I am. Serious? I'm in earnest, my boy. You do that, and I'll give you a shilling. My boy. Bring the man back here less than 5 minutes, and I give you half a crown. Oh, I'll send that turkey to Bob Cratchit. Well, you shan't even know who sent it. It'll be my little Christmas joke. It's twice the size of Tiny Tim. Huh? Oh, and oh, my good sir. Oh, what a magnificent bird. Well done, my boy. Well done. But you can't carry that all the way to Camden Town now, can you? No. You must have a cab.
A cab?
Cab, that's right. Cab. Now, here. Let's see. Here is, well, here's for the bird. Yes. This is for a cab. Huh? And this is, well, this is for you.
Thank you,
No. To Mr. Bob Cratchit, number 10, Camden Drive. Huh? Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas, sir.
Merry Christmas, boy.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, no. No, I thank you.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas to you! Oh, what a magnificent boy! What a magnificent bird. Tiny Tim's little face. I must be on my way.
Scrooge regarded everyone with a delighted smile and looked so irresistible pleasant that 3 or 4 good-humored fellows said to him, "Good day, sir."
Well, good day to you, sir. And Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you, sir.
Oh, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you. Oh. Good King Wenceslas looked out on the feast. Help me.
Good King Wenceslas looked out on the feast of Stephen, when the snow lay round about, deep and crisp and even, brightly shone the moon that night, though the frost was cruel, when a poor man came in sight, gathering winter dew.
Scrooge said often afterwards that of all of the blithe sounds he had ever heard, those were the blithest in his ears. He had not gone far, however, when he saw 2 familiar figures.
Well, I beg your pardon, gentlemen, but...
Mr. Scrooge.
Yes. Yes, Scrooge is my name, though I fear it may not be a pleasant one to either of you. Well, I beg your pardon, but... Will you accept my pledge? Will you accept my pledge of...
Lord bless me, are you serious?
I am. Yes, I am. I am in earnest, my good man. Not a farthing less. A great many back payments are included, I assure you.
I don't know what to say to such munificence.
Say nothing. Say nothing. Only come and see me, will you? Will you come see me?
I will. We will.
Splendid. Splendid. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Marley.
Oh, no, my dear fellow. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Scrooge never dreamed that anything could give him so much happiness. In the afternoon, he turned his steps toward his nephew's house.
May I help you?
Oh, yes. Is my nephew at home?
Bless us, are you?
Yes. I am your Uncle Scrooge.
Who is it, dear?
Nephew?
Uncle Scrooge.
Yes. Well, I believe you made off with my paperweight.
Well, I'll just...
Keep it, nephew. Keep it as a memento. Only, might you let me in? For I have come to dinner.
Do come in.
It was a mercy Fred didn't shake his arm off. He felt at home in 5 minutes. Nothing could be heartier. Wonderful party, wonderful games, wonderful unanimity, wonderful happiness. But the crowning delight of this very altered Mr. Ebenezer Scrooge came when he arrived at his office the next morning. Oh, he was early there. He wanted to catch Bob Cratchit coming in late. And that was the very thing he had set his heart on. The clock struck 9. No Bob. 1:15.
Oh, no, Bob. Cratchit! You're a full 18 minutes late, sir.
I'm very sorry, sir. I am behind my time.
Yes, I believe you are.
But it's only once a year, sir. It shall not be repeated. I was making rather merry yesterday,
Yes,
sir.
I'm quite sure you were. Now then, sir. I'm not about to stand for this sort of thing any longer. And therefore, I am about to raise your salary. Merry Christmas. Oh. Merry Christmas, Bob. A merrier Christmas, Bob, my good man, than I've wished you in many, many a year. What? We'll talk about that over a pint of ale, huh? Now you stoke up that fire, Bob. Go on and do it. Go on. And then go out and buy another Scuttlesworth. You do that before you dot another I, Bob Cratchit.
Scrooge was better than his word. He did it all, and infinitely more. He became as good a friend, as good a man, as the good old city knew. And to Tiny Tim, who did not die, he became a second father. He had no further commerce with spirits, but lived upon the total abstinence principle ever afterwards. And it was always said of him that he knew how to keep Christmas well if any man alive possessed that knowledge. May that be truly said of all of us. And so, as Tiny Tim observed,
Charles! Hurry, children, hurry, line up here.
Oh, look at this, my dear.
The pudding.
The story.
God bless us, everyone.
My dear. A Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas, love.
Thank you, my dear.
Merry
A Merry
Christmas.
Christmas. Merry Christmas, my dear.